If you haven't got any Chelsea players in your team, it's time to get moving, and the following public service announcement will explain why. This is your FW Fantasy Update ahead of Game Week 14, and we'll start with a market mover in the form of last week's future gem, Alvaro Morata, though it could be any one of his teammates. Chelsea players are at a premium right now, and if you don't move quickly, you could be priced out of a move, so sit up and pay attention.
Morata has risen in price already since the weekend and could rise again overnight. And that's not necessarily about his past performances. He scored just 2 points against Liverpool. It's more about his next 7 fixtures. As we pointed out on Friday, those 7 fixtures are about as generous as they come. So actually, it's not even about Morata, it's about Chelsea. And that's why we've also seen Eden Hazard rise in price this week. Get them in your team.
Any one of Azpilicueta, Hazard, Fabregas, Morata, even Andreas Christensen, who has recently replaced David Luiz in the Chelsea side, would be a good bet. Now, away from the Blues and onto our first must-buy of the week, and we're looking at Tottenham, whose prized assets might be slightly undervalued.
Christian Eriksen's value has fallen back to just 9.4 million after some disappointing returns recently. He's earned just 11 points from his last 5 games. However, his underlying numbers are good, so it might be a decent time to snap him up, particularly as he is Tottenham's corner taker and they face Leicester this week, who can't defend corners to save their lives.
Our final shout this week is Stephen Ward of Burnley. Now, the fullback has been putting in some decent performances for a while, but it's not too late to get on the bandwagon. Here's why.
Ward rose to 5 million last week, up from his season start price of 4.5, and it's largely down to his side's mean defence. Burnley have kept 3 clean sheets in their last 4 games and could well keep more with some good looking fixtures to come. Bournemouth, Leicester, Watford and Stoke are all teams who, on paper, the Clarets could keep out.
That's all for your FW Fantasy Update ahead of Game Week 14. Don't forget you can stay up to date with all of our tips on Facebook, Twitter and on footballwhispers.com. The main thing is though, if you can make one change to your fantasy team this week, make sure it's a Chelsea player.